more, formal, definition, but mine is, the one that I found on Wikipedia is very, very simple. Is the politics is defined as set of activities now that are associated with making decisions. This is very, very important. Making decisions in groups that are often other forms of power or relations among individuals, such as distribution of status or resources. Now, all I want us to do is to understand this. Set of activities, making decisions in groups, and for resources. So this means that you can actually have this kind of situation that is politics or political in your family. Remember now, according to the Greek states, the Greek state cities, when they started, all of us, humans are biological animals. Although we have a higher consciousness, we are still subject to the law of nature. If we are alive, we tend to live within groups, whether we want it or not. Just like we have liberators and we have families, whether in a family, whether in our clan, whether in age group, school, church, mosque, village, town, city, or country. Now, you will agree with me that whichever group we find ourselves in at any stage of our lives, decisions will always be made. In the group, it may be money, it may be space. Take for example, in your family, you may have 3 bedrooms, and somebody is making a decision about whether you will share a room with your sister or you will have a room by yourself. That is an act by itself, is called politics. Most people don't understand that, because what you have in your family now is what you have in your family that is a scarce resource is space. The same thing has to go with money. If you want to divide money in your family between you and your sister, or between you and your brother, the person who makes the decision on how to divide that money for you, whether you will get more than your brother, whether you will get more than your sister, that act by itself is actually politics. But most of us don't, closing down now. We cannot live within a group. Yes, refuse to participate in the decision regarding the division of limited resources, and neglect the process of who is choosing to make critical life-changing decisions regarding our very existence. If we fail to get involved in making decisions, surely we cannot accuse those who take part in the decision-making of bias or cheating. So finally, of course, some will say that politics is dirty, but that is why you have decisions that involve simple things as managing resources. If how to make decisions regarding who is supposed to lead you. If you're making a decision about how to divide scarce resources, if you think that decision is dirty, then you don't even want to live life. And if somebody is making a decision for you about who will be in the status of making that decision for you, or who will be there when they are dividing things that you are supposed to affect your life, and you are saying, oh, this is dirty, excuse me, you cannot come around and say, oh, by the way, those people are biased, or they don't know what they are doing, or they are cheating me. Because you already abrogated your life, giving what God has given you to do, which is participate in that decision. Participate in who makes the decision. Of course, if you are in a family, you didn't choose your father. You didn't get to vote about who will be your father or your mother. So while in your family, yes, you can be in your family, and your family, your parents can make decisions about how to divide scarce resources. But when you are now in another group, for example, church, for example, in an organization like Liberators, organization, any organization you find yourself, you cannot run away from helping to make decisions that affect your life. And as we do in smaller things, so we do in the bigger things. So that is where I am bringing my closing, discussion. In closing, life is political. Although I understand that getting involved in politics, especially Nigerian politics, is hard work, takes time, can be frustrating, and cost lives. Nevertheless, we humans, as humans, are the higher, biological animals, should not use that excuse to allow others to make decisions for us about how and when scarce resources that belong to all of us should be divided, and who decides to, for us. So this is my closing argument, and the reason why I'm saying this is that I think they've managed to brainwash all of us by saying, oh yeah, politics is dirty. But somebody's telling you that living life and doing the basic thing that God gave you the right to do is dirty. How can that be?